What if I told you that there was a way to generate leads for your business that you have no idea about? In fact, you're probably even kept in the dark about it. It's a method that's being taught to high school kids, stay at home moms, guys that want to make an extra side hustle. It's a system that works so well that, in my opinion, is being kept from the actual people who need the service more, the actual home business providers and the business owners. I'm going to show you exactly what this killer way of generating leads for your business is all about and why you're being kept in the dark about it. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself SEO, where I help home service businesses and contractors understand search engine optimization to help them get more business and more leads for their business. And on this video, what I want to talk about is something that you as a business owner are probably being kept in the dark about. And that is the whole concept and the whole thing about lead generation. You see, the lead generating industry is such huge money, such huge, it's such a huge problem that so many business owners run into that often a lot of them end up paying companies paying for these services to help them generate leads and get them going and get their business running. It's just an ongoing problem that I don't see ever that's ever going to go away. You know, anybody who's new into a business, one of the first problems they're going to have is generating leads for their business. And this is why these huge companies like Home Advisor, Angie's, Thumbtack, Networks, all these companies all exist because they know there's a massive problem. There's so many people that need leads, so these businesses are out there providing these lead services, often ripping off the contractors and the business owners, but they don't care. There's such a huge problem. They get so many see bad reviews, so many black eyes, so many people talking shit about them. They don't care. They don't care. They just more and more and more people keep using those services. And there's a method of generating leads out there that I believe contractors, home service providers are being completely kept in the dark about because it's another way that this lead generating system business industry is starting to grow, and it's creating another stream of income for another set group of people. This is what I was saying in the beginning of this video. This is a system that's being taught and educated to college kids, kids right out of high school, stay at home moms, guys that want to make an extra side hustle, create revenue, create money some different ways. And the way that they do this is by something called rank and rent, lead generation, digital assets, digital storefronts. It's a number of different ways that this is marketed and taught to people looking for side businesses, looking for ways to generate money. It's a way to help people who are looking for side hustles, looking for a little way to extra money to make some extra money. It's a method and a technique taught to these people to help contractors supposedly generate more leads. So, what is this whole thing? What's the whole concept behind this? Okay, let's say you are a stay at home mom and you're looking to create some extra income. You're going online looking for ways to generate money. You do this, you do that, you do this. And all of a sudden, you run into these people trying to sell you the rank and rent model, the digital asset model, the lead generating system. So, what these gurus do is they go out there and they sell a course and teach just regular schlubs, regular Joes, regular kids, regular stay at home moms how to build websites that are designed to rank in specific cities for different niches, for different business owners, different contractors, that sort of thing. They show them how to buy domain names. They show them how to pay hosting. They show them how to build a website top to bottom. They teach them SEO. They do all of that stuff. And what they do is they teach them to go out there and build niche websites, websites in specific niches, in specific cities for a contractor and create fake businesses, create fake websites, create fake Google business profiles, build up these websites, get them to rank on Google, start generating phone calls, and then go out there and look for a contractor who can service those leads. And then you end up renting these websites to the contractors. It's actually a pretty smart model when you really think about it. That's how I got my start with SEO. I wanted to learn SEO and I wanted to learn how to do all of this stuff. And one of the first things that I ran into was a training program that showed me how to do that. Did it cost a lot of money? Hell yeah, it did at the time, but I'm like, it was 7, 8 years ago now. It was so new that I had to jump in and make this happen. And as part of the process, I learned how to do SEO. I took on other courses. I learned website design. I did a bunch of other stuff on top of it. And I got to the level where I'm at now, where I know a lot about SEO now and ranking businesses and websites and things like that. But the whole concept behind this is one of the things that they teach. And this is why I believe is you're being kept in the dark as the contractors, because they don't want contractors to understand all this stuff, because it's not as difficult as they make it seem, right? So one of the things that you're taught when you're creating these niche websites is, instead of, I'm going to give you the example of Fresno, California. Let's say you are a landscape contractor in Fresno, California. The chances of you building a website, building a Google listing profile, building your online presence, and ranking towards the top of the search results for landscaping in Fresno are very, very difficult. It's going to take a very long time. It's going to be uphill battle. You're basically a 40-year-old overweight dude getting into the ring with Mike Tyson in his prime. You're just going to get your ass kicked. There's no getting around it, right? So the only way around that is to niche down, structure things differently, create a different way to reach out to potential customers. So one of the things I remember doing, because I wanted to hit that niche, that area, one of the things I did was, why don't you just build a website for sprinkler repair in Fresno, right? So that's exactly what these people are taught. All these people looking for a side hustle, they'll build a website, this sprinkler repair Fresno, California. That's it. That's what they'll buy the domain. It says Sprinkler Repair Fresno, and they'll build a website for it. They'll build a homepage, about page, contact page, the whole website with a fake business, with a fake tracking number, with a fake everything. A lot of them go out to get the Google business profiles. They'd get fake ones like that, use family members, whatever they got to do. Just a secret there. This is why Google hammers down so hard on the Google listing profiles. This is why it's been so hard to create new listings, because all the fake listings out there, Google just does not like them, right? So when you're taught this, you're taught to build a website and get it ranked and start getting calls. So now you have a website that's for sprinkler repairs. You get people that all they're doing is looking for somebody to get sprinkler repairs, right? And a sprinkler repair job could be a lot of money. And then you rent out this lead flow to a landscape contractor in Fresno, and then you're making revenue. That's your side hustle, where you're renting that website or selling the leads for whatever. Maybe you have a flat rate of $200, $300, $400, $500 a month, and that's how they make their money, right? So some of these people get so good at this that they start building niches all over the place, right? They'll build a website for sprinkler repair, they'll tree trimming, they'll build a website for whatever it might be. Like, say you're in Fresno, you're a landscaper. One of the things that you could probably aim at, I haven't looked at the details on this, but one of the things you could probably do is build a website for synthetic lawn installation in Fresno, right? And if you don't want to hit Fresno, which is like 500,000 people, there's little cities around that are smaller, like Clovis, California. It's a higher end town, is a little bit more affluent than the Fresno area. You could build a specific page for synthetic lawn installation Clovis. You could probably buy that domain name, build up a website, structure it completely, SEO optimize it all the way to the T, wait for it to rank, and it'll start to rank and start generating leads. And a lot of these websites, if you do them correctly, they don't need much to rank, because you're filling in voids, you're filling in missing pieces of the puzzle online where nobody's even built a website just like this. And in my opinion, contractors are never told about this, because one day, and I do believe one day they will start finding, and this is why the reason I'm making this video is, I've always thought to myself, especially as the years gone by, this is one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel, was to, I'm like, I'm going to help people that want it done. I'm going to explain it to the best of my abilities. So if they want to do it themselves, go for it. More power to them. And it's also at the same time, if they don't have the time to do it, I'd be more than happy to do it for them. That was my formula behind this whole process. So that's exactly what I did. But what I'm seeing now, because I talk to other people, friends of mine, I tell them, you know what? Regular Joe Schmoes, like I said, stay-at-home moms, kids that got out of high school, people that don't know jack about the internet, SEO and all that stuff. All of those people are taught how to build one of these websites, how to do the SEO on it, how to do all of this stuff and rank it, and then try to rent it to the contractor, right? And I always think to myself, why doesn't the contractor do that for himself? As a matter of fact, the contractor home service business provider is probably more dedicated, more committed. we're going to stick to the process even further. They're smart. They started their own business, right? That's the way I see it. What's to stop them from doing? And this is exactly what I'm seeing. It's like, so if I am a landscaping contractor in Fresno, instead of trying to fight for the top spot of Google search, trying to fight for the top spot on the Google map listing, I'm constantly fighting, paying $2,000, $3,000 a month for SEO. Why compete? Why keep getting in the ring with Mike Tyson when I'm 45 years old and overweight, right? Why don't I build mini websites where I'm 40 pounds overweight, but I'm fighting freaking fifth graders, skinny little fifth graders? I'm going to destroy them, right? So you could build a series of websites for pavings. Let's say you do pavers, right? You install pavers. You could build a specific website for pavers, right? Fresno paver installer. You could build, there's towns in the outskirts. There's a town called Kingsburg. It's down south from Fresno. It's only like 12,000 people. You just build a specific website for that town, right? That says, paving contractor or landscaping contract. And you built your own series of websites, because some of these rank and rent people and these lead generating websites, some of them own 50 websites, 60 websites. What's to stop a contractor from owning their own 10? Nothing at all. And all it would cost you is the initial build out of these websites, setting up the hosting of the websites. Once you learn the skill of how to do this, you could definitely get this done, right? And there's places where you can get, like, even if you go to GoDaddy, let's say you had 5 websites, you paid for all the domain names and all the hosting, it ended up being maybe $800 for the whole year. And now you have 5 websites out there, all doing some fishing, all doing the bidding for your business, getting leads for you for a bunch of different little niches that you got going on. And you don't have to really worry about the SEO, because they're going to rank on their own, especially if you brand them out and you make them really nice and structure them correctly, they're going to rank. And that's one of the things that I'm starting to head in that direction, and showing contractors how to do this for themselves. Or if not, they don't want to do it, I could just build them out for them, send them all the wheels in motion. They buy their hosting and all their domain names and get them going. And now you have your own little fleet of digital properties that your business owns. You're the contractor, you're the business owner, you own these properties, and nobody can take them from you. Instead of having these stay-at-home moms hold you ransom for generating these leads, when they later on they can up their price, or somebody else reaches out to them and say, I want that flow of leads from this person, I'm going to pay them more. You don't have to put up with any of that stuff. Plus, like I said, you're a business owner. You're probably, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but you're probably smarter than your average Joe if you're out there busting your ass doing your own business. So this is just something that I see, and I do see it, people getting, especially business owners, being kept in the dark because they're so caught up with their everyday things, and they're so desperate for that lead sometimes that they don't even look into a long-term play, building out the lead gen websites, building out different structures, different methods of generating leads. So you don't have to answer to anybody, you just generate your own leads. You're the master of your own destiny, basically. And you're set, you're good to go. So if you're like a concrete contractor, there's so many options you have. You could build a website just for retaining walls. You could build a website just for stamped concrete. I'll show you right now. I'll go on Google right now. If I type in concrete contractor, and me being in this for so many years, I could sniff out these websites, right? I'm going to go to Fremont. All right, Fremont, California, right? I'm willing to bet there's not a concrete contractor out there who's even thought about this, right? And of course, who you got here? You got all these people right here. And I bet you I'm going to find a lead generating website. This one right here, I could just from looking at it, kind of sniffs like a lead generating website. Yep, 100%. This website is 100% a lead generating website. I could just tell by the way that it's built. It's SEO optimized. It's structured perfectly. And somebody owns and controls this, and now is generating these leads and selling them to a concrete contractor. What's to stop you, the concrete contractor, from doing this for yourself? Nothing. This is probably some guy with very limited online knowledge learned how to do this and did it for himself. You, who run a business, who are smarter than hell, you certainly are able to create something like this for yourself and don't have to answer to this guy right here. Let's see if I can see any other ones. Sprinkler, but like I was talking earlier. Sprinkler Repair Fresno. All right, Sprinkler Repair Fresno. There you got the map listings. You got Yelp. I could tell you when I could sniff out lead generating websites like a freaking hound dog, a bloodhound, basically. There you go. I could just tell right here. This is a fake website, basically. It could be I could be wrong, but just from looking at it, the pictures look like stock images. They don't look. This is a lead generating website right here. Somebody built this very simple page. I could build probably one of these things out in like 2 hours, be done with it, and that's it. That's exactly what it is. They're probably getting leads from this and kicking ass. Let me try one more thing. So I'm just trying just something that just came off the top of my head. Fence repair in Clovis. Remember, I was saying that Clovis is a smaller town connected off to Fresno. It's a little bit more affluent people there. Fence repair Clovis. I'm going to see. Here we go. Clovis Fair. This looks like a lead generating website too. You notice it doesn't have a business name. This is their Clovis Fence Company is their business name. It doesn't have an address. It's just a bogus. I can't really say it's a bogus website. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's a lead generating website created to get the information of somebody who needs fence repair and probably sold to somebody who repairs fences, right? So again, what's to stop you, the contractor who fixes fences, does installations, who's to stop you from building a fence repair business website? What's to stop you from buying this domain name, paying for the hosting, and building your own website? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this is what I believe contractors are being kept in the dark. Nobody tells them about this. Again, they're being so caught up with the everyday operations of their business that then they're constantly looking for more leads. Or the ones that do have leads and aren't worried about it, they don't even think about this. And it's a long-term play. If you were to do this and build a fence repair company for 6 smaller little towns in that area, you don't give a shit about this map listing, right? Because if you have 10, it's like you have 10 fishing poles in a lake. 1 or 2 of those are going to get a bite from a fish. It's the same thing. If you have 10 websites for your business, you just pay for the initial cost of getting them set up. You leave them out there and do very minimal SEO on them. They'll start to rank. They'll start generating you leads, and then you're set. You don't have to worry about paying for these people or paying for Home Advisor or doing SEO for your main website. You don't have to do any of that stuff. I mean, you still could if you wanted to, but it's just another option that I wanted to share with you guys that you probably never even heard of and not even told about when it comes to marketing your business. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And I do offer this service along with my website design, SEO for your service, your website. I call this I'm trying to think of a name for it, but local leads network, something like that, where you could structure your own network and your own pile of websites that are generating leads for your business. So also I wanted to share with you guys a method of generating leads that you're not being told about. And hopefully I've opened up your eyes a little bit and starting to make you think, make the wheels turn, and finding a new way to generate leads for your business. So that's all I got for you guys for today. You got something from you guys want some of that information? The links are in the description below. That's all I got for you guys today. Till next time.